Well, good morning and happy Monday morning, the last Monday of the school year. Can you believe that, kids? Welcome, all of our Scouters Mountain Coyotes and families tuning in over the internet, all of our staff members with big smiles on their faces today. We all know it's the last Monday of the school year. We have today, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday, and that is it, kids. You move on to the next grade. It is unbelievable to me. It seems like it was just September when we were starting. But happy Monday. I hope all of you enjoyed a wonderful weekend and are ready for an exciting last week of school ahead. So what do we need to know, Mr. Long, this week? Well, lots going on. I just said it. Can you believe it? It's our last week together and we don't even go the full week. Staff and students, or staff and teachers, and Mr. Long do, but you guys only go through Thursday. Thursday is your last day of school. We still need to do our best. Now, I know it's the last week of school, and some of you think, oh, I don't need to follow the school rules anymore. That is not true. For sure, we want to do our very best and finish the year strongly, following the school rules, making sure we are being safe and kind and responsible and respectful throughout the entire week. I know all of you will do a great job of that and make this the best week of the entire school year. So what happens this week? Well, let's go over it. Today, not a whole lot today, but tomorrow is field day. So you can see on the screen our older kids, 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders, they'll go first. Mr. Harrison has created lots of fun activities for you to be doing outside on the field and on the blacktop area. So recesses will likely be only the playground area. So by the structure, everything else will be used. I think we might be able to use some of the blacktop area too, but definitely not the field during recess time or lunch recess time. And then you see the younger kids, kindergarten, 1st and 2nd, you're going to go in the afternoon from 12:35 to 1:55. So a big day. That's tomorrow is field day. Then on Wednesday, all right, I get to get my apron back out again and my chef's hat and my tongs and my spatulas because I will be barbecuing hamburgers for you on Wednesday. That'll be part of your lunch. And remember, you have to sign up for that, just like you're getting hot lunch. You can either have my burgers or I think choice 2 that day is hot dogs, but you have to sign up for that in order to get those. So hope to see you in line. You will still come to the cafeteria just like any other day. You'll go through the lunch line to get your bun and any toppings that you want for your burger. And then we'll make sure you get a barbecued burger. Either you'll go out front by the front doors to get your burger from me, or I have already cooked it and I'll bring it into the cafeteria so it's nice and piping hot for you. But that's on Wednesday. So today is kind of a regular school day. We'll have a lot of fun today like we always do. Tomorrow is field day. Wednesday is the barbecue day during your regular lunchtime. Oh, also, big message on Wednesday. Mr. Potter will be here as well. He'll be out with me on the grill. So you get to meet Mr. Potter, your principal for next year. So that'll be super fun. You'll get to know him a little bit. I know you'll enjoy visiting with him at lunchtime. And then on Thursday, gosh, that's the last day of school. That's a huge day for our 5th graders. We'll be sorry to see them go. I know they're very excited to head off to middle school, and they're definitely ready to head off to middle school. It'll be an exciting day for them. At the very end of the day on Thursday, all of us in the whole school are going to go out to the track as long as the weather is nice. And we're going to go all around the track and give all of our 5th graders a big ovation. We'll be clapping for them, giving them high fives as they'll make one lap around the track on their last day of school, their last minutes of school before they head off to the buses and their parent pickup, whatever they're doing to get home from school and head off into the summertime. So that's on Thursday afternoon at the end of the day. All of us will head out to the track and say goodbye to our fabulous 5th graders as they head off to middle school after enjoying the summer. I know all of you will have a wonderful summer. What an exciting week ahead. And again, I want to emphasize this. I can't emphasize this enough. I want you to be on your very best behavior this week because this could be, it usually is, the most exciting week of the school year, but it only is that way if we all continue to follow directions. Remember our basic rules we have here at Scouters to be kind and respectful and responsible and safe, and we will be just fine this week. I know we'll have a good week together. What's also going on throughout June and throughout the rest of the summer? Well, a lot of your families have gotten tagged. You've seen one of those signs in your yard or on your front porch. If you see one of those, make sure you send in a picture. Look at all those. There's London and Lincoln right off the bat. They got tagged. I know I have a bunch of them, Isaac and Felix and Olivine. I'll go through a lot of these here. Look at all these people that have been tagged throughout this June already. There's Taylor on the right and the Lucas girls on the left. Great to see them. Oh, look at all these. So much fun for me to see those smiling faces. Remember, you can still email your photos. There's Lily right there. We didn't have a partner for her on screen, so she got her own screen. Lily got tagged in her yard. Great to see all of those. Remember, if you get one of those, you send it in to me, and you can also send your videos in to me. Check out Bryn Walter, who sent this in to me. Now, some of you have hidden talents that I never knew about that we should show off to other students. Look at this. Let's turn up the volume so we can hear Bryn playing the piano. I think that's at her house. I've never been in her house, but let's see. She's playing the piano right there. Very talented, Bryn. Very good, Bryn. Who is celebrating a birthday this week? Well, it looks like Camden Christopher. Happy birthday to him, who's celebrating today, along with Belen is celebrating a birthday today. And then later this week, Hannah Kaufman. Look at no birthdays June 14th or June 15th. Happy birthday, Hannah, later this week. In fact, it looks like Hannah's birthday on the very last day of school. What a cool day to have a birthday on. Ethan Perez is also on the last day of school. Happy birthday to him. Also, Dominic Pham later this weekend. Patrick Callahan later this weekend as well, along with Hemi Claxton and Aiden Zain Al Abedin, all later this weekend. It looks like Patrick, Hemi, and Aiden on Sunday on Father's Day. So who is celebrating a birthday this week in August? Well, we have Allie Jolly this week in August. So is Claire. So is Cademan and Nova and Krista, all celebrating a birthday about 2 months from now. So happy early birthday to them. You got your birthday pencils. During our Friday Howl meeting last Friday. And Sophia also celebrating a birthday this week for Mrs. Olson's room in August this week. So all of you should have your birthday pencils now. We've covered the entire year. Happy birthday to all of you. And I hope you have a wonderful summer ahead. Oh, Olivia. I almost forgot about Olivia. Happy birthday to Olivia as well. In her last year, actually, this is her last week at Scouters Mountain Elementary before she heads off to middle school with all of her friends for Miss McCoy's room as well. All right, what was our weekly challenge this past week? I asked, do you have a special message for a Scouter staff member? And some of you actually did. Let's take a look at those. This one is from Erin Hamlin in Mrs. Olson's room. She has a message for, I believe, Mrs. Bell. What would you like to say to Mrs. Bell, Erin? Let's make sure we have the volume up. We do. Let's hear from Erin.
What I will miss most about Miss Bell is that she helped us solve all of our big problems. Have a happy retirement.
She sure does. We will miss Mrs. Bell lots and lots. We do have a new counselor next year. Her name is Mrs. Winfrey. You'll get to know her as she starts visiting maybe in this week. I'm not sure, but you'll definitely get to know her next week. So we're losing Mrs. Bell. We are also losing Mrs. Smith. And there's Bryn again off of her piano. She had a message to send to Mrs. Smith.
Miss Smith is an amazing librarian. She's always smiling and laughing. Whenever I need another book to read, she always points me toward an even better one than last time.
Yeah, Mrs. Smith is very good at that. We're working on getting ourselves a new librarian for next year. That's still in the process right now, but great message by Bryn and a great one by Erin as well. We will miss Mrs. Smith and Mrs. Bell for sure next year. All right. What is your weekly challenge for the last week of school? Well, kids, that's easy. All I want you to do is enjoy your last week of school, being on your best behavior, make it a great week. We're going to have a fun next 4 days, that's for sure. Enjoy your last week of school. Okay, before we move on, I always try to show some fun Scouters photos and videos. We had lots and lots and lots of classy lunches. Isla, Piper, Ethan, Charles, Fiona, Gabe, Connor, Ray, Audrey, Mia, Eliana, Serena, Audrey, Margot, and Sophie Rose, all celebrating a classy lunch. And of course, you guys like to turn in your silly faces. So there we are. Look at the people photobombing in the back of that one on the left. We had lots more, but I'm not putting you all on there. I don't know why you guys like to do the silly faces during our photos of classy lunches, but there we go. There's our last group of them right there. All right, let's wrap up the show with our joke of the week. And this one comes from Natalie Burbank of 3rd grade. She's in Mrs. Bateen's room. Let's listen closely to Natalie, what her joke might be. All right, Natalie, take it away.
What do you call a sea with ears, a tail, and 4 legs, and a muzzle?
What do you call a cheese with ears, a tail, 4 legs, and a muzzle? What do you call a cheese? Let's see. There's cheddar, there's Swiss, there's provolone. What do you call a cheese with ears, a tail, 4 legs, and a muzzle. I'm stumped on that one, Natalie. Let us hear it. What would you call a cheese that had all of that stuff? Take it away, Natalie.
A Coyote.
A cheesy Yodi. Oh, I should have thought of that. A cheesy Yodi going on the Scouters Mountain Coyote theme. A cheesy Yodi. Now, when I think of a cheesy Yodi, I kind of think of this guy right here. If you have a joke of the week, you can still email it or send a video of you telling it to Mr. Long. But I think of this guy when I think of a cheesy Yodi. That's Chester Cheetah right there. We know what snack he's on. One of Mr. Long's favorites. He's holding him right there. The Cheeto. So that could be a cheesy Yodi. I think he's a cheetah, though. Chester the Cheetah. Great job, Natalie. Thanks for sending in that joke. And if you'd like to send me jokes over the summertime, you know where to send those. There it is right there. Longc at nclac.k12.or.us. And all of you have figured out by now that that C in Long C, of course, stands for cool. You guys already know that. All right, let's get wrapped up. Have a great week ahead, everyone. Unless you are sticking around for the Pledge of Allegiance. Some of you do that all on your own and can stop the video right now. But if you are sticking around, the Pledge of Allegiance coming up in 3, 2, and 1. All right, who is going to be leading the Pledge of Allegiance? Well, it's Natalie's classroom, Mrs. Battine's classroom leading the Pledge of Allegiance. So let me get all set up. Okay, they start pretty quickly, so start getting stood up right now. Here we go. Mrs. Battine's group leading our Pledge of Allegiance. Here we go.
Stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
All right, so please stand. They're getting stood up right now. All right, everyone in your room hopefully getting stood up, including me, and then listen closely to their directions.
Place your right hand over your heart, facing the flag.
Got it.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, super job. Thank you very much, Mrs. Battine's room. Excellent work as always. It's great to see all of you. Hope you have a great week ahead. And that leads us to just about our final part of the day today, and that would be some last words from me. There I am right there looking off at the playground. Yep, it is hard to believe, boys and girls, but this is my last morning messages, not only of the school year, but the last morning messages that I will lead as the principal of your school. It is kind of sad for sure. It's exciting in some ways. Mr. Long will get a chance to work with lots of different schools instead of just Scouters Mountain. But I want all of you to know that I have worked at Scouters Mountain as the principal the last 4 years. So those of you in 3rd grade, you've only had me as a principal. You had me in kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade, and 3rd grade, unless you went to other schools. And those of you in 4th and 5th grade, you had me for the last 4 years as your principal. I hope they were fun times for those 4 years we were here. I think we had a lot of fun and accomplished a lot of things together. I'm so proud of every one of you, including our teachers here, of all the things we've done in the past 4 years. We spent 1 year, actually over a year, where we weren't even in the building. We were doing school on computers at home, and we still managed to have a good time and show a lot of school spirit and do assemblies. We're still doing online assemblies. I don't know what those will look like next year. That'll be up to Mr. Potter. I don't know how he'll handle Howl tickets, if he'll do the same things. But I want all of you to know in my last morning messages how much I love each one of you and how much I'm going to miss each one of you. It will not be the same for me not getting to see you each day. I will come back and visit, so please don't be too sad that you don't think you're ever going to see me again. For those of you that live around here, you know that you sometimes see me at sporting events and things going on in the community because I live nearby. But I will miss every one of you, and I just want to thank all of you for being such wonderful students and wonderful staff members who have always asked everything that I've ever asked you to do. You have done. You've done it with a smile, and we've had a good time these last 4 years. It has truly been an honor and a privilege to be your principal these last 4 years, and something I will never, ever forget. Truly the best 4 years I've ever had in education was getting the chance to be your principal. Excuse me. So have a great week. I will soak in everything, just as I am right there, that picture on the playground. I will soak in everything and enjoy every last minute with each one of you. We're going to have a great week ahead. That's why I'm asking you to please be on your best behavior. Be kind to each other. That's one thing I can always count on Scouters Mountain students to be, is kind to each other. So we have a wonderful week, our last week together. It's going to be a great week ahead. Enjoy it, everyone. And that just about wraps up our Monday morning messages. Have a great week ahead. It is the last week of school. Can you believe that? will be out on Thursday. Staff will be here with me on Friday, but you won't. The last day, Thursday. Fifth graders, get ready for an exciting week ahead for sure, culminating on Thursday. The rest of you, field day tomorrow. Yearbooks will get on Wednesday, a barbecue on Wednesday. You'll see Mr. Potter on Wednesday as well. Have a wonderful week ahead. I can't wait to see you all around the building, out on the playground, in the cafeteria, and it's going to be an exciting last week of school.